Afternoon, everybody. Hopefully, everybody's having a great weekend. I'm going to do my best to stay as close as I can to this microphone. That way, everybody can hear me on this video. Got several short video clips I wanted to bring to y'all today. Some things that's going on. A couple more days, we get Trump back in office. As of right now, everybody is packing their bags on the left. All of Biden's executive branch people. I'm talking about Lloyd Austin, Anthony Blinken, Christopher Wray. Anybody that done Trump wrong is probably headed out the door. And if they were hired by Biden, they got to go too, including a lot of these staffers, just seeing their way out, including Karine Jean-Pierre. I think her last broadcast was the other day. Jake Sullivan. So many of these people will just be gone and be out of the picture, and I am so looking forward to it while we bring in the Trump administration, Kash Patel, Tom Homan, of course, President Trump, and so many other people that will be a huge factor in the future of the country, including Pete Hegseth, who they say has the votes for confirmation. It looks like we're going to get confirmation on most, if not all of these people, just because we have the majorities, and I believe all the Republicans are on board at this point as far as we can see. Don't mark my words on that. It's still up in the air for a few, but I believe we're going to make it on all these confirmations. I think Kash Patel will be one of the harder ones to get through, even though he has the most credentials. Now, this is a throwback clip, and I believe this is the reason that Trump decided to get into politics. Barack Obama, well, I won't spoil it for you. Let's just get into it. I got several other things to bring to y'all today, including the fact that the immigration deportation process is fixing to get ramped up, and I got some proof. All right, here we go.
Remember Obama did that? There's one thing that I am that you'll never be. President of the United States. You see Trump in the audience going, okay, motherfucker.
I was actually at that White House Correspondents' Dinner. It was so over the top, it was like making everyone uncomfortable. And you could see Trump just getting like angrier and angrier.
Say what you will about Mr. Trump, he certainly would bring some change to the White House.
It's the wrong guy to do that to. Most people would have been humiliated. He got angry. He's like, yeah, all right. I've been thinking about running for about 15 years.
That was a real bad move.
Remember Obama did that? There's one thing that
That's what started it all right there, folks. Obama said Trump can never be president. At that point, Trump says, I'm going to be president someday. And it was on a few years later. I love it. I love it. I had forgotten about that. I found that on somebody's feed. And I just thought I'd bring you all that. Just because sometimes things don't go the way you want. They go how they go. And that includes for the failing Obama administration as well. I think his marriage has failed as well. Him and Big Mike was at dinner the other day, and I don't think I've ever seen her look worse. Not that I'm one to speak on people's looks, but got several short clips here for you. Like I said today, this is Bill O'Reilly. He is a great commentator. He's been on the news. He's been on Fox News for I don't know three generations already. Seems like a long time, but at any rate, great speech, great clip. Here we go.
I don't care whether you like Trump or not. Trump governed this nation in a responsible way where everybody prospered.
Yep.
And if you don't believe that, you're a moron. Every single thing, every single indicator was on positive territory. All the working people, no matter what color they were making more money and there were more jobs. We didn't have inflation. We didn't have supply problems. We didn't have any of it. Now we got all of it, in addition to an open border. I don't care whether you like Trump or not. Trump governed this nation in a responsible way.
And that's the truth. You don't have to like Trump to see that he did a better job than the Democrats have done. He did a better job than Biden by far and Obama in just his 4 short years of being president. And we're looking forward to it. I know you are. I am. I'm looking forward to prices coming down at the grocery store and at the gas pump at the least. And I'm looking forward to watching these DEI programs go by the wayside. I heard that is already happening in the FBI. They killed their DEI program because they knew it was coming anyway. Glad to see it. Lots of good things happening, folks. Now, the liberals are crying their eyes out over the fact that in a couple of days, Trump's back in there. I just thought I'd bring y'all a little bit of the screaming lefties in chorus form. can prepare for a lot of that on TV over the next 4 years. There's going to be people that say because Trump's inauguration day fell on the same day as Martin Luther King Day, or Martin Luther King Day, should I say, fell on inauguration day. There's going to be a lot of people offended. Not that it was meant to be that way. It fell that way. And I'll be honest, I think Martin Luther King was somebody that fought the government and lost, but he was also I would call it freedom fighter, somebody that was trying to help people in this country have rights. And we all know what happened with that deal. And I believe Trump is the same person in so many ways. Trump is a freedom fighter as well. He is somebody that is fighting for our rights as well. Not on the same level, but on the same level. Not just for equal rights, but for rights against government tyranny and all the things that come with bad government, big government, bad government. And so I just want to compare the two just a little bit. I think they're both great men. And maybe it's fitting that both days run together. And I'll leave it at that. Hopefully Trump's legacy will be like Martin Luther King's, never forgotten for the things that he did for the people of this nation. Now, I'll play you part of this. This is Roseanne Barr and Tom MacDonald. I never thought I would see the day Roseanne Barr was rapping, but this is a new song that dropped today or yesterday called Daddy's Home, and it's in reference to Trump's back in a couple of days. We'll play a little bit of it, folks. You're welcome to find it. It's all over YouTube on Tom MacDonald's channel. Here we go.
We won, you mad, it's done, too bad, boo-hoo, so sad. We won, you mad, you cry, we laugh, we wave the flag. Thank God that we're back. Couldn't take another 4 years. That's a wrap. I can take a bath in your tears. That's a fact. You got lipstick all on your beard. You're a man. That is cap. That is cap. 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 Cap.
You got lipstick on your beard. Says, we couldn't take another 4 years. I'll play that. That's enough of it. I don't want to get a copyright strike, but you're welcome to go check out the whole entire song. It's over here on my channel. And, of course, it's over on YouTube as well, on Tom MacDonald's channel. Crazy stuff, but I love the lyrics. Glad to see it. He's back. We're back. I think the whole world is actually rejoicing. Even the ones that didn't like Trump, they probably believe we're going to have a better situation from this point forward, at least when it comes to security and things. Breaking: America's Fifth Circuit Court has spoken. What happened was Biden tried to put in a executive order to prevent Trump from having any of the DACA or Dreamer people from being expunged from the country because technically they're illegals. Well, it had to go to federal court and ended up going to appeals court. It says, breaking news: America's Fifth Circuit Appeals Court has spoken. America Fifth Court has ruled Joe Biden's deferred action for childhood arrivals rule is unlawful. That's the DACA arrival plan. Even better, the 2012 Obama administration memo that originally created the DACA policy has also been found to be unlawful by federal courts. The words they used were unconstitutional. I read the brief. So the massive changes is coming in 3 days, through deportations, meaning that these DACAs people and these Dreamers are not safe from deportation either. If you have kids here, does not mean you get to stay. If half of your family is here legally and half of your family here is not here legally, you got a couple of choices, including the fact that you can all leave together, and I got a meme for that coming up here directly. But first, I want to show you a couple of clips pertaining to the same subject. It says, ABC News Chicago reporting that Chicago's CPS will be protecting illegal migrant children from Donald Trump's mass deportation. Brandon Johnson is the mayor of Chicago, and he said that he was going to stop Tom Homan with his police there from deporting people. And so, because he shot his mouth off, Tom Homan decided that was going to be his first stop, January 21st, 2 days from now, folks. Says ABC News Chicago reporting that Chicago CPS will be protecting illegal migrant children from Donald Trump's mass deportation, with these classes resuming next Wednesday. The CPS promising undocumented students will be protected. Mayor Brandon Johnson today acknowledges many family fears, and city leaders reaffirmed Chicago's commitment to being a sanctuary city. Deport them all. Now, I don't know how you feel about deportation. It looks like about 70% of the country wants it to happen.
Breaking news on the growing mass deportation concerns here in our area as President-elect Donald Trump prepares to take office in a matter of days. A new report out from the Wall Street Journal citing multiple sources saying the incoming administration is planning a, quote, large-scale immigration raid in Chicago next week. ABC News has not yet independently confirmed that reporting.
But it comes amid rising concerns over the mass deportation plan that Trump's border czar has promised to carry out. Tom Homan appearing on Fox News tonight saying there will be, quote, a big raid all across the country. ABC 7's Trey Ward live in studio tonight with breaking developments. Trey.
And according to that Wall Street Journal, the raid in Chicago is expected to begin Tuesday morning, one day after President-elect Trump's inauguration.
I don't know how you feel, but I just must say, pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. I love it, I love it. I cannot wait to see this happen. I want to see the actual numbers start stacking up for all the people that have been detained to be deported, including these Trinidad, Aragua, and these MS-13 criminals.
Their report adding that U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement will send as many as 200 officers to carry this out. President-elect Trump's campaign promise of mass deportations is what his incoming border czar, Tom Homan, is expected to fulfill, saying this just last month to a crowd of loyal Republicans in Chicago.
And all that starts on January 21st. Yeah! And we're going to start right here in Chicago, Illinois.
According to the Wall Street Journal, the Trump administration will target undocumented immigrants with criminal backgrounds, many of them with minor offenses like driving violations. Concerns now looming over the city's Little Village neighborhood.
Many offenses like driving violations. A lot of the driving violations are hitting parked cars, running over people, stealing vehicles. Come on, tell the whole story.
Including with food vendors like this woman who were not identified because she's undocumented. She says she believes this corridor will become less busy next week and beyond, hurting many families' wallets.
The economy is going to go down. We're not going to be able to come out because of the fear of the raids.
Governor J.B. Pritzker's office standing firm on his comments made last month.
He does not have the authority to do the things that he's talked about. Being a border czar is not an official position in the government.
With classes resuming next Wednesday, CPS promising undocumented students will be protected. Mayor Brandon Johnson today acknowledging many families' fears, and city leaders reaffirmed Chicago's commitment to being a sanctuary city.
But we cannot allow fear and panic to disrupt and to block our unwavering desire to see hope truly manifest.
And the Chicago Police Department tells ABC 7 they will continue to enforce Chicago's Welcoming City Ordinance. Their statement goes on to say, quote, CPD does not document immigration status and in accordance with the ordinance does not share information with federal immigration authorities. We will not intervene or interfere with any other government agencies performing their duties. We also reached out to Mayor Johnson's office for...
See what they're doing there? They're going to play dumb. They're going to be like, we know nothing.
Comment, but have not heard back tonight.
Breaking news.
Yeah, they're playing dumb, folks. They're not going to be cooperative at all. They're going to say, we don't know if they're illegals or not. We can't find their information, their documentation. We have no records of anybody in this state that's illegal. They're going to be, we're not here to cooperate. We're not here to get in the way. We'll just not do anything. Yeah, I see how it's going to go. And now if they don't cooperate, I don't know what can be done, but if they impede, now then you're talking criminal charges. Now, this is from somebody I follow over here on ex pretty close. Her name is Salty Texan. She's a fellow Texan here in Central Texas somewhere. But it says it's happening in McKinney, Texas. Seen transporting large amounts of U.S. border vehicles. They're just 3 days away to the largest deportation project in history. Preparations are beginning. I'm sure that's true. I see the vehicles now. I remember when I used to work in McKinney, Texas years ago. It's right outside of Dallas, a little bit north of Dallas. McKinney, Frisco, Allen area. I used to frame houses out there, and I worked in that Kmart out there in McKinney, Allen area as well, years and years ago. But there is probably hubs all over Texas where these Texas State Troopers and the Sheriff's Departments and the CBP agents have gotten the go-ahead to go ahead and be on the preparedness situation, because in a couple of days they get to start the process of actually getting to do their job. Now, the deportation should happen starting immediately. Now, where you're going to round them up to, where you're going to put them, the logistics of that, in theory, have already been worked out. Now, the Lone Star program here in Texas has got a pretty good system already, with the exception of the federal government, Biden administration, superseding it. So I think that Governor Abbott will be able to provide facilities and everything that is needed for Trump and Homan to be able to carry out the agenda at hand, the biggest mass deportation process in American history, and I'm ready. Now, if you are here, if you're here and half your family's illegal and half your family's not, there's only one solution for your family to stay together, because nobody wants to break up a family. So, a family deported together stays together. What do y'all think about that one, folks? That's the meme of the day. Give me a thumbs up if you're still hanging with me at this point in the video. I just thought that was pretty accurate. If y'all want to go, get out. If half your family's illegal, they're leaving definitely. Y'all have the option. May even get a free plane ride. Bear with me, folks. We got a couple more clips here I wanted to bring to y'all today. While Trump is coming in and his cabinet, Kash Patel, Pam Bondi, Pete Hegseth, his entire administration he's going to set in place, which will be great, is happening over the next couple of days. And in turn, people like Lloyd Austin here is being paraded out. Everybody clapping and happy. Poor Lloyd Austin and Anthony Blinken as well. And my question is, were they clapping for them because they thought they did a great job? So are these a bunch of lefties at the White House? Are they clapping because they're glad that that these guys are on their way out the door? I would have to say maybe it is the fact that people are happy that they're leaving. I would hope so. I wonder if these applause are going to help when it's time for these guys to lawyer up, because I believe there's a wrath coming for those that did our country wrong. And this guy here is top of the list. Him, Lloyd Austin, Mayorkas, so many of them, just straight up criminals. And we can prove it. We've got the evidence. We know where the bodies are buried. And Pam Bondi and Kash Patel, I believe, will get that done. Have to have faith in that. It's going to be a glorious first 100 days, if not glorious for the next 4 years, folks. It's going to be wonderful, and I cannot wait. I'm actually very excited. Matter of fact, I get Monday off being Martin Luther King holiday, so I will be reporting to you live Monday as much as I can about the inauguration. I may even end up on a channel with some of my other podcast buddies as well, because probably more than one of us will be doing a live, but be looking forward to a lunchtime live here on my channel on Monday, Inauguration Day, the 21st, when Trump gets sworn in. And for anybody that doesn't know, on Sundays, a lot of times we do a show on Dave Nottingcalley's channel. It's actually his show, and he has several guests on there, including myself and William Archibald, Matt, Romeo, Lisa, John, several of the crowd. Now, this here is a liberal logic video. I thought it was a little bit comical, but these are the things, everything that's spouted in this ridiculous, sarcastic, almost Babylon Bee parody are the things that we are sick of in this country, and these are the things that we're going to be able to laugh at later because we're not going to have to deal with them anymore. And there's always going to be wacky people that believe this crap, but these policies, this DEI, this garbage they've tried to inject into our society is fixing to be rooted out, stem and stern, from our government. We won't be pushing it in the schools, won't be pushing it in our military, and we won't be pushing it in our government agencies, and that alone will make a huge difference. Check it out, folks. I just thought this was appropriate because days of this kind of BS is on its way out, just like everything woke turns to shit, as they say. DEI is on its way out. It is about to die, and just wanted to remind y'all what the DEI is like.
I want to make sure I got this correct. You hate white men unless they're gay. You love black people unless they're conservative. You're for illegal immigration as long as they don't come into your home. You want to ban guns, but you want the government to still have theirs. You hate capitalism, but you expect these corporations to change their logo for Pride Month. You hated slavery, so you hate the party that was formed to abolish the slaves. You hated slavery, but you align with the party that was for keeping slaves. You don't recognize two genders unless you're talking about their hormones. You hate American values, but yet you want to still live here. Your party controls the House, the Senate, and the presidency, but it's everyone else's fault. You hated the Trump administration, but you're concerned for Mike Pence's life. You say black people can't be racist, but Candace Owens, Thomas Sowell, and Larry Elder are white supremacists. You want to ban guns to save children, but keep abortion to murder them. Comment if I missed anything.
I'm glad so many of those policies, the things he rattled off in that sarcastic rant, are going to be gone, are going to be distant memories before long. They'll be in the rear view after Trump's executive orders come in there, and a lot of these programs are defunded, which is the backbone of their ability to continue to pump this garbage. That's what I got for you today, folks. Hopefully everybody's having a great weekend. Like, subscribe, and share. See you about this time tomorrow.